People go into game development because they have big dreams. They've played games and they have these established standards of what a game should be. But these standards have been formed through years of AAA gaming. Modern AAA games cost tens of millions of dollars, have staff in the hundreds. You are one human being. But what if I told you there was an entire world of games created by one person and only the tiniest of teams? A world of games for you to learn game design from using the exact same process as the heroes within the industry. 30 years ago, games were developed by one or two people. The Atari and early DOS era was ripe with solo developers or one artist, one programmer teams. Follow in their footsteps and let history be your guide. So for your first game, you want to start with the Atari age, with abstract graphics, a single screen, and a simple game loop. This will enable you to focus on basic physics and character interaction. These skills will be necessary on any project you make. And don't limit yourself to the graphical and physical limitations of the era. Feel free to build on them with whatever game engine you're using. Improve those graphics, use 3D models in a 2D space, add quality of life features. You can see throughout time, developers are absolutely doing just that. Follow this era with the Nintendo, where you start experimenting with level design, building animation systems, fancier enemy behaviors, and you have to make the camera work. Then we move into the SNES era. We're introduced to fancier animation systems and more complex maneuvers like wall jumps and swinging. This is an era targeted by most indie devs because it's got a good blend of nostalgia and quality while still being possible for a small dev team. Early PlayStation still has simple camera work and a small enough number of functions that you can replicate the game. And with modern tech, these will immediately look leaps and bounds above the originals. And after this era, you really don't need to follow history anymore. You've got a solid framework for making games, you've proven that you know how to learn new skills, and you know what your strengths and your weaknesses are. You'll quickly be able to bring your skill set up to the modern age. Need ideas for games that really aged well? Look at Secret Quest for the Atari. Explore maps trying to find the self-destruct code. Input that in the control room, and then find the exit teleporter before the entire place blows. Airborne Rangers for the C64. Fly over a randomly generated map to scout it, parachute down, and make your way north through the battlefield using both stealth and combat skills. The more missions you complete, the more promotions you get. The Evil Dead. Spawn into a small house with a handful of human survivors that you need to protect. Close the doors and windows while collecting weapons to regain your strength. Fight off as many of the Deadite spirits as you can before the survivors are taken. I know it's not your dream to remake Frogger, but that is something that you can accomplish, and the lessons here will be present in your future game-changing RPG. Thank you for watching. See you next time.